true or the core?
I mean, you too.
Are you?
I got 3 yesterday.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
how many bodies have you had?
Oh, it'd be over 100.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to look at the numbers here.
100.
3 weeks.
You're busy.
When do you have the time for all these dates?
Okay, PSA to all men. Just because a girl is wearing a low-cut shirt or a tight top or a fitted outfit doesn't give you permission to just stare at their chest. It makes us so uncomfortable, and if you guys could please stop doing it, it would be amazing. Men will always be like, oh, we don't like being called creeps, or we're so scared to be called creeps, but then you guys make it so difficult for the female species to exist or even wear anything. Okay, I just got back from the gym, and this might be a hot take, but petition to ban dating apps.
This is just a reminder to all the girls out there that he's not interested in you, he's just sexually attracted to you. There's a difference, so stay single, and summer's just around the corner.
So I've just wasted another 3.5 hours of my life on a date with a wet flannel, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to marry myself.
Day one of treating the men that we like as insignificantly as we treat the men that we don't like, he hasn't texted me.
Problem is, I think I want a guy that doesn't leave the house. So that's probably why I haven't met him yet.
Amazing when I seek distraction and am only reminded of everything I hate about myself and should be working on.
You know, just seeing these videos reminds me of how absent-minded modern women really are.
Every time I post a story of some crazy stuff I did to a man, it's always the hot girls are like, real, love you, queen. It's the ugly girls who are like, you need therapy. Like, you want me to look like this and be mentally healthy? Who's gonna date you? Who's gonna break that man enough to where he feels like he needs a woman who has safety and homey vibes?
Well, she's not going to need all that, because by the time you get through playing games, she's going to be married with 3 kids, and you're going to be envying her, talking about couples goals, glow up, relationship goals.
So I get asked this question a lot, so I figured I would speak on it. I am single because I want to be single, and yes, I'm the problem, like all of you say, because I am very picky on who I want in my life. I actually take the time to get to know them. And it's not just on looks. I know half of you guys are like, oh, she has to have a cute boyfriend with a nice body. Nope. No, sir. You guys must not have seen my exes. I am more into personality and
of course you are.
How they treat their parents. Their parents have a lot to do with it.
I'm convinced that the more educated you get, the harder it is to date. And this is why.
Of course.
I have a lot of high standards for myself mentally, emotionally, financially, which is why I decided to go into the career that I'm going in.
Modern women don't seem to do things to better themselves just because they genuinely want to be a good person. It seems like they do things to throw it in your face and say, okay, now look what I've done. Can you match that? Versus like, okay, this is what I've done. I bring a unique set of skills to the relationship. This person compliments me. I think we'd be a great team. No, they're looking for a carbon copy of themselves, and they're frustrated that men think differently, they do things differently, and that's why they can't be submissive and really understand the direction and the leadership of a man.
And because of that, I have high expectations for the person I date, meaning I want them to have similar goals and ambition as I do. Unfortunately, there are not that many men who have that similar ambition or similar goal. And especially in Las Vegas, it is just so hard to date here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So you're ready to start dating, but you have no idea where to find good women. Well, here are 3 places where you can find high quality women. First place you want to look is group fitness classes, particularly Pilates, yoga, or bar. These classes are filled predominantly with women, so you would automatically stand out. And they are all women who care about their health and continuously bettering themselves. The second place to look is coffee shops. Find 1 or 2 coffee shops where you can become a regular at, because coffee shops are filled with hardworking and ambitious women, and they are an easy place to make small talk. And the last place to look is charity, volunteer, or fundraising events. High quality women are passionate about making a difference in the world. can often be found at charity or fundraising events supporting the causes that they believe in.
Crying over a man? That's one thing. Crying over a man with no money?
Don't get into the relationship with a guy who treats you like queen, but you're not attracted to him, because it's not gonna end well, girl. It is not. You will not be able to force the attraction, and with days, months, years of the relationship, it's gonna eat you from the inside out. I know exactly the thought process that you would go through when you're dating this guy who treats you so nicely, and you know exactly that you're supposed to be with someone like that, but you just cannot be attracted to him. Girl, there's 7 billion people on this planet, and there's so many guys right now walking on this planet that would do anything for you. They would treat you like a queen, and you would also be attracted to them, so don't settle for it.
Same question. There's so many guys, and where are they at? Nowhere to be found, because there's not that many in all actuality. Y'all are delusional.
I think my therapist like has favorites, and do you think I'm her favorite? She was like, no. And I was like, well, that's actually rude. And she's like, no, the fact that you're literally thinking about that is probably why you're in therapy.
True.
So we all think like this. When the other person starts to make an effort, then I can show myself. When the other person starts to be vulnerable, I can show myself. And that is completely wrong. Like, someone has to start. And if you're not willing to do it, like, why not? What are you afraid of? And if you're so afraid of finding love that you can't even put the effort in first, work on yourself. You're not ready for a relationship.
It's not even if they wanted to, they would. The basic rule with guys is they just do not care. If they are not planning dates, if they are not basically just using text as a way to plan the dates and communicate, they don't care about you. Yeah. If they're texting you all the time, if they're ignoring you, if they're FaceTiming you, if it doesn't matter, if they're not actually planning time to spend with you and then putting effort into doing that and following through on their actions, they don't care about you. Men are literally all talk, and they will say anything for as long as they want to, but unless they are following through on what they say, keeping their word, planning dates, putting in effort, investing in you, time, whatever that may be, they don't care about you. They are just pen pals. They are wasting your time.
I was talking to a guy. He met my dog, liked my dog, met my parents, gave my dad a birthday present, got me flowers, got my dog toys, came to my apartment, and he still ghosted me.
Once again, the man might have seen something in you at the start, and then figured, as he got to know you and know who you hung around, know more about your life, maybe I'm just not that interested. You guys really seem to take that really, really hard. Do I think you should have ghosted? Probably not. Definitely not. But maybe the man doesn't like you, and that's okay.
So, you just don't know people until you know them. And like, do you ever really know them? I don't know.
I feel like the dating pool is so bad right now. Like, I want someone that's like reliable, someone that like people know and can like verify that he's like normal before I go out with like some freakazoid on a dating app. So I'm thinking like my friend's brother, because like he's safe, okay, and if I like her, like I probably will like him.
Has anyone taken a substantially long break from dating, and then the next time you try to date someone, it's literally every single trigger you didn't know you had, or things that you didn't even know existed, keep popping up, and you're like, abort mission.
It's always so funny to me how these modern women talk about stuff as if it's the first time it's ever happened.
Out of this, just me.
So my Hinge update is that I've deleted Hinge.
Okay.
And we have gone back to the drawing blocks on how to meet people.
Okay.
Based on some of my research done on TikTok, I apparently need to be to jazz clubs, chess clubs, and places where they play pickleball. I don't know where to go for any of those places.
Have you ever stopped talking to someone and genuinely thought there could be a chance for this in the future? Like maybe if circumstances were different, maybe if you were in a different headspace, things could be different. And so you communicate to them that you're like not here for it, you don't want to keep talking, and the way they act at the end is so unhinged, or they do something that just like icks you out to your core. that you genuinely will never come back to it. Like, the coffin has been sealed, but it wouldn't have been that way had they been normal in that, like, end stage of talking. It just is so strange to me because truly it's like the thing they fear is that you're not talking anymore, you're not going to be in a relationship. And then they create the thing that they fear with so much finality. And it's so counterintuitive, counterproductive.
This movement claims to be fighting for equality, but in reality, it's actually hurting women.
And actually, I think it's doing more harm than good.
I don't want to do what a man can do. I don't need to do what a man can do.
I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Okay, look, I didn't pick me. Okay, I was born with me. You chose me. You're crazy.
Good old coconut milk mob. I wonder how she's doing.
You choose crazy.
I'm a cheater. Of course I'm gonna block you from watching my story when I go out.
I'm a cheater. Of course I'm gonna put all my DMs in general, so you can't see them.
I'm a cheater. I didn't turn off my location. My phone just died.
I'm a cheater. I have dating apps because I was trying to see if you were on them.
What was that? Why would you even make a video like that?
Why is it that boyfriends aren't allowed to like other women's pictures, but the girlfriend is allowed to post bikini pictures?
If I have a boyfriend, I'm not gonna go to the clubs without him. If he doesn't want to go, I'm gonna stay at home.
I swear to God, I would have boyfriends and never post them once. I will hide you till the day I die because I didn't want to share that I had a boyfriend because I wanted to still see if there was other options out there for me.
Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of like Birkins, brings you on dope trips, but cheats on you? Or marry a broke dude who can't buy you shit and he doesn't cheat?
I'm gonna say the first guy. And here's why.
It's not just the first guy. It's not even a thought about it. It's obviously the first guy.
And here's why. Here's why.
This is why the red pill community exists.
Who do you call when you are at your lowest? Who is that one person?
Nobody. I'm a man. No one cares.
True.
Not a single soul. Nobody.
No one. Because I'm all alone.
I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that I don't call anyone.
Nobody. I'm a guy. Nobody gives a shit.
True.
Speaking for the guys when I say this, literally no one.
Y'all call someone? Nobody. Just nobody. Got no one to talk to, so nobody. Who cares? Nobody. No one. I'm a man. No one cares.
No one. Not a single fucking person.
I wouldn't call anyone. I wouldn't turn to a single person on this earth because they don't care. They will just find a way to use it against me.
It's funny how these men are from different ethnicities, backgrounds, cultures, and the outcome is darn near the same.
There's guys out there who want you, right? But won't spend $100 on you.
How would y'all ladies feel if you told a man that you wanted him, but he told you gotta give him $100 just to talk to him?
The problem is not that you don't want to spend money on women. It's that you don't have enough money.
I think women lie much more than men. I don't even think men are even witty and smart enough. Of course they're intelligent, but the way women lie is on another level.
Is that something to be proud of?
You're a narcissist. You know that? You are a narcissist. And not only that, you're a misogynist.
You share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted. I share these men for less because they gonna go cheat anyway.
Personally, I really think the women that say, oh no, you should be with a man that loves you more than you love him, they're the women that haven't experienced this. If you've truly experienced a man that is so much more attached to you than you are to him, you would know that it's not cute. It's actually really repulsive.
Do you think after a divorce it's fair to have a 50-50 split of assets?
No. Fuck no. That is ridiculous to me. No.
Oh, I saw some eyebrows. I'm looking forward to these explanations.
I think what you bring into the marriage is what you should leave with.
I think the biggest insult a girl can call a guy is a nice guy.
Yeah.
I've never heard a girl talk about I went on a date with a guy, how was it? He's a nice guy. That is the biggest insult.
I just got out of a therapy session and my therapist told me that the reason why I dated toxic guys was because I didn't want to get hurt and I didn't want to like them, so I dated guys that were not good guys on purpose so that I wouldn't get so heartbroken because when it's over, I'm like, oh yeah, but they sucked. So basically it was my fault.
Do y'all ever think that y'all date these guys not because there's any trauma associated with it, but just because y'all are bad people? Y'all date these people because this is what you identify with. Y'all think y'all are in some sort of movie, some sort of remake for the 100th time of Bonnie and Clyde, and y'all are trying to fill the role of Bonnie again and again and again. Y'all trying to play some sort of weird villain role that you don't need to play, and so you find a guy that is legit a bad dude and you latch on to him because you want to ride off into the sunset. For some reason, you don't think that he's dangerous. Y'all don't think it's because of that. Maybe your therapist is actually still trying to figure out why you did that. And really, honestly and truly, you just pick up and run with the one that makes you look like the better person.
I don't know what man needs to hear this, but remember that 100% of your effort is still only 50% of the relationship.
How many?
Right. So by that logic, women that like to divorce men because they're carrying the load can't really argue that point anymore now, can they?
Sugar daddies have you had total?
Like
sugar daddies.
30. Oh wow. Damn. Wow.
You know what? Put me back in the kitchen. Grab me by my apron, respectfully, and put me back in the kitchen. They didn't tell us, women, you can finally have a credit card, but you're gonna have to change your own tire. But you're gonna have to be an entrepreneur. But you're gonna have to learn to pay your taxes. No.
Mature enough to realize that I might be the one that's emotionally unavailable, but smart enough to blame the man.
Men, you are 50% responsible for the condition of women today. You have contributed to the problem by enabling and supporting it. And maybe one of the biggest problems that all the other problems stem from is something that a lot of you indulge in behind closed doors.
Women can do anything that men can do. Prove me wrong.
Oh, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Repeat after me. I overreacted. And I'm sorry.
The first thing that women have to do actually is you have to respect your husband. They're not interested in him as much because they don't respect him.
In 2024, can we stop asking men to take care of us and pay our bills immediately as soon as we meet them? As if they're obligated to financially make sure we're secure fresh out the gate.
You want more peace in your life? You will be infinitely more peaceful when you decide not to waste any more time arguing with people who don't understand you.
About you, but if my man tell me I can't be friends with another man, that shit is over. That's the
for real, fellas. Listen, if she can't buy you a meal, let her go. If she ain't ask how your day was, let her go. If she ain't even ask if you ate, let her go. Cause listen, if we gon' ask you, we gon' make sure y'all ate. Damn.
So a girl made a video about this on TikTok, and it's put in the most simple terms. I would say every girl I know right now wants a man who is masculine and a leader. And obviously that comes with like asserting dominance and all these things. And all these women want this, but then no women want to listen. They don't want to listen to the leader. So they want the leader, but then they're not going to listen. And it's so...
They really don't know how to be a team player. That's why they go into entrepreneurship, where they can lead people and boss them around. And the only thing that helps them to get ahead in a lot, I mean, they have good work ethic, some of them, but what they do is essentially they cry and beg and whine until somebody buys their stuff, and they can just continue to do that over and over again. My Cash App is in my bio. I've got a Venmo. Please buy this, or you don't even have to buy it. Just send me money. And they hound people until they get money.
Funny because it really comes down to like not listening to them is not only just extremely demasculating to them, it's like, so why would they want to be with you? They would go be with a woman who's more feminine and like willing to listen. This is not like, I'm not talking about controlling crazy guys. I'm talking about this is what a strong man in his masculine is. So it's like when you're, you know, doing the whole feminine, you know, new wave feminism, girl boss, I don't listen to anyone, then that's okay. There's a reason why the statistics are saying that all you guys are going to be single and unmarried in the next like 20 years is because you're not listening.
Certain things I appreciate about my husband, and because I'm very mindful about these things, I'll just send a text
I'm so proud to be your wife. I'm so
You
proud.
just made your husband's day by this message.
He sends me a message like, baby, surprising me with a message like this means everything to me.
She is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself.
Then she's an average adult. Like what, you expected to be patted on the back and applauded and be given awards because you're doing average adult things? She's not some bad bee. She's an adult.
I remember I said a few weeks ago, the truth is in her phone. About everything. The truth is in her phone. The guy writes me and says, checked my ex-wife's phone, broke my false perception of her, and it showed me the truth. I regret nothing. I refuse to waste a second more of time with a cheater. Men, or if you are in a serious relationship, always check her phone. Never waste your time.
These new women, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing. They just want to put their lashes on, get them lace fronts, look fly, do all of that stuff, but they know nothing about keeping a home. They know nothing about rearing children.
This is why women refuse to accept accountability and would rather cry, walk away, walk out the room, block his number, whatever, because we rather do that than take accountability.
Right.
This is the part men don't understand. Attention is attention. Attention is attention.
Okay.
And even some of these women who know they're wrong, even in the moment, their ego is too big to allow them to say, you know what, I was wrong about that. They'd rather cry over and over again until the man bows down and says, I'm sorry, I don't want this to happen. Let's just go get something to eat to stop the crying. It's not until years later that the woman will come clean and say, yeah, I knew I was wrong, even though she knew she was wrong back then. Yeah, I knew I was wrong. I just, it was hard for me. Back then, I was broken. Back then, God was dealing with me. He just bringing me through the process of following a good man. And, and all of my pride and my weakness, I just fell down on the floor and I cried and I said, God, just change me to be the woman of God that you want me to be for my husband. Well, you can start by saying sorry. God, help me to do something. Give me another assignment. Anything but accountability, God. And they tell that story, and so many women in the comments, oh girl, oh yes, dead wrong. This is not something to be clapping about. This is, if any of y'all in the crowd are doing that, y'all need to be quiet. Don't let anybody know that you're doing it, especially there if you're there with your partner. Don't let them know that you've been doing that. Please embarrass yourself. Show them what a terrible person you've been all of these years. Just start apologizing. You know what? I think I'm gonna start apologizing and make a concerted effort. Hey, what's been up with you? I went to a show and I heard some things that, kind of changed my perspective. So I want to just make sure that you understand that when things happen and it's on me, I need to take more accountability. I need to be more aware of the things that I'm doing. Just start doing that. Because y'all be saying anything to embarrass y'all's husband.
So whether it's good attention, whether it's bad attention, as long as we are the center of it, it doesn't really matter. All of that emotional spiraling is because it gets us attention.
This is the thing, ladies. You say that you want him to lead, but then on the flip side of that, when this man leads, you label him as controlling. You trying to rule your life. You say he's trying to be your father. Like, how is that even possible? If you don't trust him to lead, then why are you still there?
Most men are afraid to go home, so they stop at the pub. They spend hours with the brothers who encourage them to build their courage up to go home to face the one who destroys them.
You are the reward your husband gets at the end of a long, dry day. Make sure to greet your partner and kiss him or her or hug him or her. And you want to be soft and affectionate and fragrant. Men especially are looking forward to escaping the world and finding that domestic bliss and support in their home.
The difference between a woman that wants to be a wife versus a woman that just wants a husband.
Oh, you know what? I think most of us are bred to just want a husband, whereas to be groomed and trained to be a wife means to understand how to respect masculine energy, how to truly be inside of your feminine, which means trusting the leadership of your partner.
It does not matter how pretty you are, how good you look, how dope your body is. A man will not want to be around you if you got a stanky attitude.
True.
If your energy is off, if you're a complainer, if you always got something to say, if you're always questioning anything that he does, a man is not going to want to be around.
Men, never be ashamed of this. Never be ashamed of wanting intimacy and connection in your relationship. Many men hide these feelings for fear of coming across as weak or needy, but all the strongest men require closeness and connection to a good woman.
Find me somewhere in the Bible or in these spiritual scriptures where it says that the government needs to sign off on you getting married.
Exactly.
Find that for me, and then I'll comply. Are you married under God or are you married under the government? Do you want a third person in your relationship, and do you want them to tell you how to split your money if you end up splitting the relationship, or do you want to make that decision on your own? So is the contract between you, or is the contract between you and the government? The government wants to get involved in every part of your life. So the more you can keep them out of your life, the better.
A lot of women aren't bringing nothing. They think kitty is enough, and it's not. It's not enough. Cooking is not even enough. Cleaning is not even enough. Because a lot of y'all not bringing respect, honor, support.
Some of these women will buy you a rotisserie chicken or even a slice of pizza from Sam's Club and think they cooked for you.
If you get in a fight with your boyfriend and you do not talk to him about it and resolve it with him, do not go to your best friend and say all the shit that he did. And do not say all the shit that he did. Do not do that, because once you guys resolve that fight and you realize that wasn't really that big of a deal, this is stupid, the sour taste is left in their mouth.
Oh, the dating world is flipped. It used to be like 20 guys going after one girl because that's how it was in the one city, right? Everybody went after the top one, and then it just trickled down.
Exactly.
Right.
You get captain of the cheerleading team. You got like seconds, third, fourth.
Yeah, you're going through fourth strings, fifth strings, right? So eventually you had your wife, right? Now it almost seems like it's completely flipped. Now you have a plethora of single women that are only looking after very hyper successful men. It's almost completely flipped upside down.
I don't know about everyone else, but I have never felt uglier than when I've watched a girl use Hinge in front of me. The speed at which they just rinse through guys who you're looking at them and going, all of them are more attractive than I am, and they are just getting slayed to the left. Bang, 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 bang. No one's getting through. I don't understand it.
Y'all love y'all nigga as bad as I love mine. Because whenever I miss somebody, I walk around with a bottle of his pee. And I just hold it close to my heart. Because that's how I know he's close to me. And he telling me not to.
Got ISIS to leave me alone, so.
ISIS was after you?
I'm not allowed back in Lebanon. I was banned from the Middle East, which is crazy because they're the ones who watch my videos the most. Statistically, Muslim countries consume more than anyone else.
I didn't know that. I thought the Wi-Fi was like slower.
The men who are yelling at me are the same men who are clicking on me. Have you clicked on me?
Maybe you guys are not understanding it's a difference between what these guys like looking at versus what these guys are actually married.
My mom's life is proof that your standards are not too high. She has basically never cooked, cleaned, or worked in her life. She's in her early 50s, and I would say all the work that she's ever done in her life combines to maybe 1 year of regular work. My parents eat out almost every single meal, so that means my mom cooks like twice a week when she really wants to, or my sister's asking for something specific. With cleaning, my dad does almost all of it, or we hire someone, and with laundry, my mom does the actual laundry itself, but the folding and putting away, which is the hard part, is all done by my dad. He also pays her a salary through his company, and so she is independently of him a millionaire in her own account, and that can never be taken away from her by him or anyone else. She basically has no obligations to my dad. He never tries to say she needs to do this or that. She just literally vibes and chills and does whatever she wants to do. If you want to get a vision of what her life is like, it's like a 20-year-old guy who goes to a private college but happens to be near his house, so he still lives at home and his mom and dad do everything for him. Also, my dad had a crush on my mom in elementary school, and he tracked her down after he finished his MBA and literally moved from South Korea to America to be with her. So keep those standards up, lady.
This is why, in my honest opinion, women are a danger to other women. Here's the thing. Amazing for your mom. But your mom isn't proof that you should keep your standards high. Your mom is proof that there will always be exceptions. Always exceptions. Here's the thing. My sister, I love her, right? I love her. But she is miserable. She's annoying. She's combative, aggressive. She is pig-headed. She is, she's the epitome of my way, the highway. She is very strong-willed, which is great as a sister person, whatever. She's not really a cook. She's not really a domestic type. She's not really a loving type. She's very emotionless a lot of times, right? She wouldn't cry for you. She's not that affectionate. It's like She's literally a stone wall, right? In every sense of the word, right? But she found her soulmate. You know what? For me, I've never believed. I stopped believing in soulmates, but my sister has proven the exception to that rule. She's not the rule, the exception. Okay, she's found a man that would do everything that she's not. He's everything she's not, and he literally completes her. Literally, she's like a puzzle, right? And he's that missing piece. She said to her, she knows that, you know what? If something happens to him and whatever happens to the relationship, she knows she can never find another man like him. She knows that that's special. She knows that that's rare. She knows that she's too hard for most people. This is the thing where we gotta stop this, right? We gotta stop, particularly women, making exceptions your life, right? Your standards, this is why I should have my high standards. This is why I should do this. No, if it happens to you, right? This is the thing where she don't realize, and with her mom, and how I realized with my sister, things can happen in an exception. But it's like, you think that's right? Yeah, people can win the lottery. Do you think that you could? Yeah, it is. In this world, people do win the lottery. But to think that you will win it is kind of delusional, right? Because you're playing a, 1 in a 100 million chance? It happens, right? 1%, it happens, right? 0.0001%, it's there. But if you live your life by, it can happen, or the smallest of small percent chance it can happen, you are living your life wasteful. You are living your life delusional. Like, oh my God, my standards are insane high. I want a man that's 6'3" exactly. I want a man that makes $1 million exactly or more. I want a man that's charming, that's funny, that's caring, that's monogamous, it's not a womanizer, that he's never, it's like, yeah, is there a possibility of him out there? Yeah. But if you live your life by the 1% possibility, that is, in my honest opinion, a definition of delusional. Okay? Things can happen. Exceptions do happen. But I just think that's poisonous, right? I think that's poisonous to a lot of women, where now a lot of women say, hypothetically, they live their life by that the hope for that 1%. And now, they wasted, let's say they're 40, 50, 60. And I was like, what happened to the 1%? What happened to all these women telling me that, you know what, just keep my high standards. It's going to happen for you, right? God is going to drop this 1% man down, onto your lap, right? Believe, manifest. What happened? And I was like, I listened to all these women touting this manifesto, this belief, and it didn't happen for me. Now I regret so much. Stop doing this. Right? If it happens, great, awesome for you. You are lucky. But remember, you are lucky. Right? It's not because you worked for it. It's not because you did anything for it. I think this mindset is delusional and harmful.
These modern women really act like you don't have to do anything. Well, my mom got this, she got that, she got this, she got that. They really don't focus on the right details. That's why they keep on getting bamboozled by the same man, because they don't care about the details. I just see somebody with something that I want. I ask them what they did, and I kind of try to copy that and emulate that as best as I see, or based on what I understand it. They could tell me 100 times over and over again, no, this, not that. And I'm not going to care, because I want to do it like I want to do it. I want to look cool doing it. I want to put my own flair on it, even though they're telling me, no, that's not the right way to do it. I wonder how many times she's had a conversation with her dad and her mom. What's y'all's love story? How did y'all get to where y'all are today? What did dad do? What did you do? When did you guys start dating? What was your first date? Are you asking these questions? How did y'all build a successful marriage? What are y'all's values? What are y'all's goals? Y'all keep on skating past those things, and then when y'all get into a relationship, y'all fall flat on your face and wonder why.
Okay, I posted a video about how a man approached me at the bar, and I was like, that was so funny, blah, blah, blah. Why don't more men do this? Because they're not doing it anymore. And then so many men were coming at me like, no, women should approach men. We are so done being disrespected and blah, 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 blah. Listen, here's what I have to say. My girlfriends and I had a really good conversation about this last night, and my one girlfriend works in a barber shop, okay? So there was one barber who has been married for 25 years and counting, and then another barber who's 35 and single, okay? The married man was like, yo, what is going on with dating these days? What is happening? What is going on? And the single guy was like, well, I'm done approaching women because they're disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. The married man was like, okay, well, what happens when you get rejected or whatever? What do you do? Do you just move on and try again? What are you doing? And he's like, no, I actually fight them on it. And I want to prove my point and just let them know that they've been disrespectful. And whatever, I'm going to argue it. And he was like, why don't you just take the L, move on, and then try again? What do you think that I did? I didn't get rejected before I found my wife? What do you think is happening? That has happened since eternity. And all of a sudden now all these men are like, nah, 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 cry back baby bitches. Sorry, maybe your mom coddled you a little bit too much, but that's how it works for women approaching men as well. And this is what else I have to say that I kind of clicked in my head, because so many motherfuckers like to tell me, oh, you're masculine. No one wants you because you're masculine. But then you guys are dead ass on the next TikTok saying, well, you should approach men. Oh, so you want me to try to be feminine for you, but then also have that masculine quality of like going up to a man and like inserting my dominant. Like, what do you want? What do you want? 1 + 1 = 2 and 2 + 2 = 4. Then what the fuck do you want? I saw this happen in real life last night. I was a DD for my friends and they went out and I was like, bye them, whatever. This drunk ass man goes up to my friend who's dancing and she was like, get away. Like, I'm good, dude. Like, and he was blacked out. You could see his, like, one eye was this way, the other one was this way, okay? And he's like all over my friend and she's like, dude, please, like, get away from me. He dead ass, and I have the clip and I'll put it right fucking here. He goes like this, he's like trying to fight her because she was not interested in him. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I don't care who this person is in this video either. Like, that was fucking weird. What men are not understanding when it comes to women is that I have to have my head on a swivel 24/7. Women have to have their head on a swivel and be aware of their surroundings more than men. Point blank fucking period. I have to worry about like my maintenance workers like around here being like not too nice to them. Nice enough, but to the point where they don't think that I'm gonna be fucking like, hey, come into my apartment. I need to like draw that line because I'm a fucking woman. If I am getting approached by a man and I'm not interested, whether it's the fucking, he's not my type, he's not funny, he's being weird, women have a gut feeling. There are so many different reasons why, like if a man approaches me and I'm like, no, this isn't it, blah, blah, blah. There's different types of like reactions. There's one like last night, this guy came up to me and he was nice, but not my type. And I was like, no, I'm good. And I had a good conversation with him. And then we moved on with our life. There was other men that I'm like, get the fuck away from me. And it's warranted. So if you are one of those people that are just getting rejected time and time again at the bar, look inward. Are you being creepy? Are you trying to like, what are you trying to do? Are you expecting a woman just because you go up to her to just fold and be like, yeah, okay. Do you expect us to just accept every single time a man comes up to us and like think that you're gonna take us home? Do you really think that? And then do you think that we aren't already on edge 24/7 everywhere we go? Like literally I walk around the fucking bar like this. When I'm walking around, when I'm chilling, when I'm doing anything, I walk around the bar like this because I don't want to get fucking roofied. Like, are y'all fucking kidding? If a woman rejects you, then look inward. You're probably a 3 punching and trying to get an 11. Dude, look inward. You guys act like it's fucking rocket science. It's not. You're being a bitch. Women can go up to them, but you all want a fucking feminine woman. And honestly, kind of approaching a man is a more masculine trait. So we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. And you guys can suck my dick.
It's not masculine to say hello. It's not masculine to introduce yourself. When they talked about dropping the handkerchief, it's not masculine to do that. I mean, that's still, from what you guys have said, a feminine thing to do. So how come you can't adapt that to what we do in today's society? Obviously, you're not going to be walking around with a handkerchief, but what are you doing to get a guy's attention? Because if we're going by that, then we'd say, well, eye contact. Women back in the day used to make eye contact as well. But in order to make sure I'm securing this man's attention, I did something extra. The problem is with a lot of women, they're not thinking about what to do. They think the man makes the move. All of it. The man from start to finish. Y'all been watching too many movies. Y'all been watching too much TV to where y'all sit. Y'all don't do anything. It's just the inaction of modern women. And the man is looking. Oh, I see. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. No hint as to whether you want the man to come up. You don't get up. You don't even drop a pen on the floor. You don't leave your purse. You just bring a pair of socks and throw the socks on the floor. Just drop the pair of socks. Do something to get the man running after you. Miss, hey, you dropped this. Throw it. Leave a $5 bill on the floor. My God, do something. Think of something to get that man to approach you and come up to you. You guys, y'all will do everything in any other environment to catch the attention, to draw in clients, to get money in business, but y'all don't know how to draw in a man. Y'all don't sit and think about how to draw a man into you guys. That's what you guys are not getting. Well, you need to take rejection. Just come up to me and just be rejected. No, if it doesn't make logical sense. If I keep on coming up to you and I keep on getting rejected, oh, well, then change your approach. Fine. Let me take 50% of the blame and change my approach. But at what point in time are you going to say, man, I keep on getting this certain type of guy that comes up to me. I see that guy over there staring at me. How can I get this man to know, yes, get your behind over here and talk to me. Come over here and ask me my name. If a man has a responsibility in the dating market, so do you. How hard is that to understand?
Guys, men used to go to war and now they look at you weird when you approach them at the bar because all they did was stand around and stare at the wall all night.
I think these men don't approach us because like there's nothing for them to like approach us on. Like there's nothing for them to comment on. We need to make it a little bit more like easier. Like wear something or okay, I took my dog, saying this because I took my dog to the gas station. I get out of the car. Immediately the man next to me screams like, I like your dog. He's scared. He scared her and he ran inside because she was shaking, and then he was like, your dog seems really scared. I'm like, yeah, because you just screamed at us. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, if we just made it a little bit more easier, like, you know, the girls who have like the arm tattoos, like the sleeves. My friend, type 1 diabetic, had a Dexcom monitor. That's how she met her boyfriend, because the guy asked her, like, what is that? So maybe, I don't know, wear like a sports hat. Because the man's not gonna, what is the man gonna do? Comment on her hair? Like, oh, I like your, like, no, that come across. That's too much for a first thing.
If we're in the talking stage and I ask you what you're doing tonight and you hit me with just a little girl's night out, I might smile and say, have fun, be safe. But in my head, I'm already planning a very soft exit. Not because you did anything wrong, but because I know how I get. You're going to be outside with the girls looking good, getting waved in by the party promoter, free drinks from thirsty-ass dudes. Meanwhile, I'm at home refreshing your Instagram story like it's a freaking stock market.
This one might sting a little. When a woman is checked out, she's already gone. Understand this. Women don't just wake up one day and decide to leave. Men get blindsided sometimes because they think everything was fine yesterday and then suddenly she wants a divorce today or a break or she's packing all her stuff. But here's the truth. Women don't make quick decisions like that. It is planned, it's processed, and she's been thinking about leaving for a long time. She's been weighing the pros and cons, letting it marinate, testing in her mind what life will look like with or without you. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. The time she finally says it out loud to you, it's done. It's already been decided. There's a very small chance that it can be fixed. By that point, she's already halfway out the door emotionally. Maybe she's already talking to some other guy. Maybe she's venting to a friend who's influencing her. Maybe she's creating that fallback plan to soften the blow to you. Women rarely jump without a safety net. So if she's telling you she wants out, understand this, that decision was made months ago. The real question is, did you ignore the signs? Because when a woman is finally checked out, she's not debating anymore. She is already gone.
This dude said, yep, going through this now, and 6 months later, she's almost lost everything. Great job.
Well, I get an order. It's talking about $2. So I'm thinking it's around the corner. So I'm like, all right, this is a little First John. Why that shit was 30 minutes away for $2? You fried. And it's a size, and they pay $40. I don't give a fuck. I'm eating this joint. Ooh, I know they mad. Ooh, I know they mad. Hold on. They thought they was getting this for $2. They're going, you fucked up. You tripping.
Again, I ask, how is a man going to be able to take this home to his mom?